Activate your personal shield and get your trait to level 3, because it's time for the Star Wars Battlefront podcast.
Now let's get on to what we hate about Battlefront.
Do you want me to go first or you go first?
You can go first, Sam.
Okay, my number one and the thing probably I dislike the most is the DL-44. I just despise that weapon. Everyone's using it on close range maps, and then I cut a corner, get one shot in the head, and then rage quit.
And I'm probably the one shooting you because I love that weapon.
When the game first came out, I really liked that weapon, and then I switched to other ones and I found one that suited me more, and I just stuck to that one, and then found that all of these ones are just one-shotting me. It gets so annoying.
See, the DL-44 though, I find it took me a while to learn how to use it. Because when I first got it, I was playing like crazy and I was getting my butt kicked. So it took a little bit of a learning curve to kind of use it. And like I said, not that I use it all the time, but I start out with it, and depending on how the other team's playing, that's when I'll take out, sometimes I'll even try other pistols like the DH-17 or whatever, just to have a different feel to the game.
Yeah, you're one of the players that actually uses the game to the fullest. Well, like these other guys just only use the DL-44. Those are the ones I'm talking about.
The DL-44s.
Yeah.
Okay, Sage, what's your number one dislike?
So I dislike the spawns, especially the partner spawns, because they need to. I think they need to update that to where if you can spawn by your partner, or if that partner is not available, it switches you to another character, so you can actually get into the battle faster.
Yeah. Like, I'm playing Drop Zone, I'm trying to get this trophy, which seems impossible. I'm defending it, get killed, spawn all the way around the world, not to walk away. I use my jump pack, wait forever to get it back up, and finally I'm there and the pod's already claimed.
Or you get shot on your way there.
You gotta start over.
That's happened a couple times where I'm running and then... Oh, are you serious?
Sometimes I waste a personal shield just for that, and I'm like, I will not die again.
What is one of the things that you hate about Battlefront?
For me, I think, like you said, I think the spawns as well. They've fixed it a lot, but again, you're running around, and if you could just choose your spawn point or have a little bit more say of where you can spawn, like have one of the things that I'd like to see is like a mechanic where you have, and I don't know if this is possible, but where you have kind of like a ranking, so the people that are the highest kind of rank, what they do is they can go on to the map and make little like different points on the map, right? So they can make attack this spot, or come here, or like to retreat back here, or come, you know what I mean? Focus your whatever, and have more say that way. That, and as well, like maybe they can pick out of 5 spawn points, pick 2, and that's where people are going to be appearing. Something like that, so that it's not. There's a little bit more say on where you're going, and because that's the other thing. Nobody can talk to each other unless you're part of a party. So
Yeah.
There's a lot of, as you're playing, you're trying to figure out what other people are doing, so that you're either following them, you're fighting them side by side in battle, or you're taking, giving backup fire to those guys that are going in first or whatever. So it's a little tricky there, not being able to talk. But I think that makes the game a little bit more exciting too, because you have to listen to your surroundings, and if you hear, if you're on the Imperial side and you hear tons of X-wings overhead, then you know that you have to jump into a TIE fighter and try to take them out as they're advancing.
I know that one game I was playing with you, our whole team was pretty much on the ground. Their whole team was almost like half of their team was up in the air, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get up there and take some of these guys out.
And it's hard because if you can't voice that to the rest of your team, who knows what these guys are doing? Some guys, you could, if you're playing on Hoth, they'll jump into a turret and be just sitting there doing nothing the entire game, and you're running around, get lit up trying to advance your team. So it's those types of games. I mean, you're gonna have that regardless anyway, but
Yeah.
it'd just be nice to communicate that somehow.
Okay, are you ready for my number?
That's it.
Okay, my number 2 is the melee in the game. Like, sometimes I get one shot by melee, and that's not real. If you get punched in the face in real life, you're not gonna die.
Oh yeah, that is just so annoying. And especially in drop zone, there'll be like 3 people meleeing you at once. And you're like, stop it!
I know this one guy, even know his name. His name was Mars. He was just destroying me while I was trying to claim the pawn of my personal shield. He'd come up to me and just hit me one time, I'm dead.
Sounds like you hacker.
See, that's not a problem because I don't get melee. No, it is kind of, there's the times that I've hit people too sometimes where you hit them twice and they still haven't gone down. That's kind of, I don't know. I hate that kind of when that happens to me. Yeah. But then there's times where I've just went up to somebody and hit them once and killed them. So
they're probably like, you hacker, you one shot.
Yeah.
It always feels good.
It's like with the DL-44. I would be getting one shot every single time, and then I'll be two-shotting people, and then I'll one shot someone. I'll be like, yes, yes. Take
Life
this.
is good.
Yeah, I want it live. I can die a happy man now.
Now, one of the things I don't like is the map rotation in some game modes. I mean, some game modes, they're all equal, but I know this one game, I was getting the same map 5 times in a row, and I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, if it was indoor all the time, I would be happy. Because I love the indoor map.
That was my favorite map when I had the Wookiee Bowcaster good.
You felt at home with the Wookiee Bowcaster?
Yep.
Whoa.
Was that your attempt at Chewbacca?
Hashtag fail.
You're supposed to be like.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, see, I worked on my Chewie. Let's hear it again.
Okay, let me get a drink of water. Maybe that'll help.
Or some scotch, maybe.
Oh. That was
good. That was good, right? That was good.
That was squishier. What's the
Wicked?
Christmas special guy? The Christmas special guy? Lumpy.
Lumpy. That's good.
Lumpy and Itchy. My favorite was Itchy.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, my third dislike is how the hero pickup works. Like, some players have gone this whole time without even getting one pickup, while others, know the spot, and just, I think it should be more randomized and more placed in. So right when every hero or villain dies, I think have like a 2-minute kind of refresh, and then it comes in again.
Yeah, or reward those players that are maybe having a crappy game,
Yeah.
where they're automatically given a hero's welcome or something, where they can be a hero if they want, right?
And the sound, like the guy will say, "You've been promoted."
Yeah, it should be random. Everyone in the game has like a 10% chance to get it when it comes around or something like that.
Like I said, like there's some games where I'd be playing and I get it 3 times in a row. And I'd be playing, and I don't know if it's because people are playing in first person, so they don't see it. But I'd be looking, and there'd be 5 guys shooting, and it'd be right in the middle of them. And I'm thinking, am I the only one that can see this? Like, is it sent from the gods just for me to play?
It's the Force Ghost guiding you.
Yeah. It'd just be nice to give those players that have had or are playing in the middle of a game, like dropped in the middle of the game, and they're doing crappy to kind of redeem themselves or up their game a bit. So an automatic give would be good. Or if you pull off some kind of, you throw a grenade and take out 4 guys or something during that time, then your chances of getting a hero would be a lot better than someone that sits in a turret the entire game and is trying to take somebody out from like 8 football fields away.
The thing I don't like in the vein of the heroes and villains is the the hero hunt game mode. That is just so angering. I think it should be, if you deal the most damage to someone, you get the hero, not the person that got the last kill, the last hit right after you got him down to 1.
I agree.
They definitely need to do something with that game mode.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, game mode's almost impossible to win.
I know one of our followers on Twitter, 101057, he's been trying to get that one trophy, play all game modes, and he says the same thing. He gets him down, and then this one guy, the same guy, gets it every single time. It's just
Yeah, as soon as I got my trophy, that was it. I split from that game mode.
Yeah.
All right, done.
we spent like 3 hours non-stop playing that game mode. And after that, I'm like, I never want to play that game mode ever again.
Yeah, we still can't get playing the objective trophy where you have to get the most kills in a match of last.
Yeah. I did it, and again, that was during the glitch, so I never got it. So I have to play it all over again and try to get it. And it took me a while, so I'm like, I'll do it again next time.
We might can join a private match. That might work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Sam actually just recently got that trophy, but he didn't collect it. So it's still glitched for us. I don't know. I did a poll on Twitter, and it was 100% no, I have not gotten that.
Well,
See, now I don't know whether I should do it or not, because I'll be furious if it happens again.
I did not get it again.
I also want to join a private match to get the precision shot trophy, where you have to get 10 headshots with the sniper rifle.
Yeah, I need that as well.
Yeah, I'll get someone in a party and say, "Hold still."
I'm going to headshot you. It won't hurt a bit.
That would be called cheating. That would not be legit. I'm just saying, putting it out there. So what's what number are we at? 3?
I think 4.
4.
Yeah. Sam, what is yours?
Okay, my number 4 is It is the no galactic battle. I mean, they have the dogfight, but we're not in space having battles. Like, we can't go bomb the Star Destroyer, which would be awesome. Like, maybe even the Death Star circling Yavin 4 when it's trying to blow it up, and you, being Luke, have to pop the proton torpedoes into the thermal exhaust port. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think they need to incorporate more things from the movie into the game, like replay certain scenes in the film, like Luke versus Darth Vader versus Emperor Palpatine or something like that. I think that would be a pretty fun game mode.
Yeah, where you play the classic scenes.
Yeah.
So you're at the end and you have to fight Vader in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
That catwalk and stuff. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. No, I think I agree. It's Star Wars, and I have yet to, well, since the last game, play in the stars.
Yeah.
Everything's been kind of just set in timepieces, and that's fine. But there was that one map, I forget what it's called. You guys probably know, where you could fight. You could go on the starship, and you have to take out their shield.
Oh yeah.
And it was great. So it was awesome, because then you could jump. You could either fight in space and try to stop the guys from entering your ship. You could play on the deck. So as one of their ships was arriving, you would defend that hangar, or you could actually just run train, try to go in and take out the shields. So
yeah, I like the choice that it gave you in that game mode, where if you're not very good in flying a ship, you can just land in a ship and ground combat.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty fun.
Sage, what's your number 5?
Another thing I don't like about it is the heroes versus villains is long, like 30 to 40 minutes a game, and if you quit out of it, you're not going to receive your points that you spent all that time collecting.
With me, my number one kind of thing about the game would be, and I know you guys brought up the customization thing, but I think it's lack of customization. I'd love to see more. When I first got the game, I thought, it'd be great to have like different classes, where if you wanted to be a Jedi, if you want to be this, if you want to be that, there'd be points kind of set aside, and you would work to become a Jedi Master or something of that sort.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
you'd be able to get better weapons, and the weapons aren't really customizable either. They're, you can set and level them up, but you can only level them up once, right? It'd be nice to have a little bit more, especially if it's toted as a kind of as a third-person shooter. I can see, but as a first-person, it'd be nice to have a different radical or a different way of setting your gun so that it can fire at a different rate or something like that. So
I just finished the Battlefront Twilight Company book, and they actually can set it to stun, or set the damage rate or the fire rate in that. And I was thinking that would be pretty cool if they added that in the game. So in the weapon picking area, they have like a drop down menu that hovers right over it, and then you could alter the fire rate or something like that. And I would like to customize the colors of the stormtroopers. Like, I would love to have a green stormtrooper.
But then you'll have pink stormtroopers.
not if they ban that color. All shades of red.
I know in the Clone Wars they had that green camo clone trooper. That one looked awesome. And that would be more suited for the indoor maps, because the rebels fit in perfectly on those, while the stormtroopers stick out like a sore thumb.
it'd also be nice to have something for the Imperials to play with, especially if you're playing Walker Assault. It doesn't seem like there's. I mean, that's what the game's kind of built as, is you're the underdog, and there's definitely some games where, you know, as a rebel, I'm dominate. You know, the team's dominating over them. But it'd just be nice to have some more, like something else to kind of fight with.
Some more vehicles, especially.
Yeah.
That brings me to my number 5.
Ooh. Nice.
My number 5 is the lack of vehicles in the game. Yeah, but they don't really have many vehicles, especially for the rebels, which I know that they don't really have many in the movies, but they should actually try to come up with some.
And with that canon idea, they could make new stuff for this game. Since it takes place in the Star Wars universe, they could maybe team up with Disney to make some new weapons or something. They have that ability since EA's got a 10-year license with Disney.
See, the only thing is though, is that I think I look at the Star Wars universe is so vast. Like even the movie now that just came out, The Force Unleashed, against the other movies, there's so many other, like the Outer Rim territories. All that area is still an unknown, right? We're seeing different characters that we've never seen before. We've seen different creatures that we've never seen. So it'd be neat for them to kind of explore that too in this game, and maybe that's a way they can work around it, coming out with new, like a new vehicle or new way of presenting that without it still being in that universe and people not being like, well, it's not part of the canon.
It's not canon.
Yeah, it's kind of a way for them to get around that, I think, because there's so much more. The gap, like if you look at it, we've only been kind of stationed to a few planets and, you know, starships. We haven't really seen other planets and how we got a little bit of the bigger universe and the Lucas debacle of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But they want to stay away from that, so they can usually do the 3 use 4, 5, and 6, and now 7 to elaborate on a bigger universe, right? So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, like you were saying about how there could be a Jedi, I think that, like I was saying when it first came out, the ability for them to have a lightsaber, that would be pretty cool.
As an actual weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be a pretty unique way, or have like a time limit or a certain amount of kills you have to get to unlock it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't think it has. I mean, with its flaws and stuff, there's a lot more of the positives that outweigh it, and I just think that if they work on those positives to strengthen the game and add a little bit more of an experience in there for those that have been playing for a while and are now, it could be starting to get bored with it, I think that they'll go far with the game. But they really need to listen to the fans on what they're saying, and I think that the whole sticking to canon thing is malarkey. I don't know. It sounds ridiculous.
That's it for today. Thanks for listening to the Star Wars Battlefront podcast.
If you would like to be featured in this podcast,
Leave a review on iTunes or tweet us at
TyeDyeSheepYT, or email us
battlefrontpodcast@gmail.com.
if you feel you would give a good perspective on the podcast. We are open to special guests. Email us if you are interested. We're also thinking about opening a Patreon. Email us if you would think you would like that. Or if you would like that, email us something you would like in return for that donation.
May the Force be with you.
Always.
droid back now.
We're letting this slip away. Only have one droid left.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like, I would really like to have the Starkiller base area in Battlefront. Have the trees and the snow. That would be pretty cool.
It's a fusion of like indoor Hoth and the Death Star.
Yeah, you could totally have that. And then it could be a timed environment, so at a certain point, that's when the ground starts to crack and separate too, so you have to watch where you're going at certain times and things.
Yeah. That would be pretty awesome.
Recover the droid. Whatever it takes.
Droid secure.
Droid located. Securing it now. We can't afford to lose the last droid.